Today, I want to talk about our internet nephew, Travis Hunter. Um, let's start by stating the obvious. The young man is a hell of an athlete. He's had a historic college football career. That goes without saying. Something we all may not be aware of is that he is also considered to be a wonderful human being, and seemingly everybody that knows him vouches for his high character, his integrity, just what a good guy he is. He also has a 4.0 GPA. He is on track to graduate on time, which is almost unheard of for a high level athlete. In short, he's the internet nephew we always wanted. He has consistently represented us at a high level. We all appreciate that. But with that being said, the kid ain't perfect. And I mean, who is? What kid is? What I want to ask the Internet Peanut Gallery to do, though, is to offer our nephew some grace. He's young. This is his first real relationship and probably his first true intimate experiences. This is the first girl that's this is the first one he done raw dog with and all that other type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just imagine you as a man that same way. But also, the life of a high-level athlete is really, really fucking hard. There's not much time for social life outside of practice, games, schoolwork, family obligations. And to become elite at what he has accomplished not only takes a God-gifted elements, it generally takes a level of sacrifice that most teenagers today are really not equipped to deal with. We also have to take into account that no matter how great a guy he is, nephew is absolutely cosmetically challenged. Okay, he got the struggle face, and we all know in our community that's gonna set you up to get teased and roasted as a kid. And I mean, compound that with being a great athlete, elite athlete, and almost every time you take the field, niggas is cooking your ass in the stands because in all likelihood, they physically can't beat you, they team can't beat you, the neighborhood can't beat you, you just whooping their ass all over the place. And then, you whooping their ass and then looking like you look too. So, it's, it generally what our people gonna do is we gonna roast. I mean, that's just what we do. We play the dozens. But with all that being said, I go back to the fact that he is still young, but his life is good. He got a pocket full of money. He has fame and notoriety. And he's done it all the right way. And he got a girl that he never would have been able to pull had he been on track to be a bus driver, as opposed to being a top 5 NFL draft pick. I mean, let's be honest here. Travis Hunter, my internet nephew, got a face made for radio. He literally, like, he not too handsome. Guys that ain't handsome gotta be like super funny. They gotta dress nice. It's like so much other criteria you gotta have when you know what I'm saying, you the funny looking dude and shit. And so, the fact that he done, got to this point, he done put the girl that he would have never been able to get. You know what I mean? Everything going good, pocket full of money. You know what I'm saying? He got the bag, about to get more of a bag. He gonna be playing on Sundays. And people, kids gonna idolize him. It's gonna be things that's gonna happen for him that's great, and we all looking forward to it. But unfortunately, like most famous people with low self-esteem, he just want to have a baby that don't look like him so much. He has every worldly material item that you could ask for as an extremely young man. Now put yourself in his shoes at that same age and then tell me honestly, who could tell you shit about life? We'll repeat that. Who the fuck could tell you anything about life? You make more money than your parents. You provide for your family's lifestyle, and everybody close to you benefits from your hard work. You know what I mean? You have beaten every single measurable outcome in life by a decidedly large margin. Who gonna check you? I'll wait. If you would have listened like you want Travis to listen, you wouldn't have them 2 fat ass babies mamas that nobody in your family likes. The same way could nobody tell you shit and you had to learn is the same way he got to get down now. Even though you could see what's about to happen, who could have told you shit at that same age? Now put a pocket full of money on you. Put life-changing money. You know what I mean? Put family trajectory altering money in your pocket. And again, Your mama couldn't keep you from jumping off the porch, climbing out the window to go sneak and see a bitch. What make you think she gonna be able to tell you? What make you think anybody gonna be able to tell you, young you with a pocket full of money, what you can and can't do? And again, before you answer this, think about them two fat ass baby mamas of yours that nobody likes. Now, what's crazy is we've never been this interested in a black man's relationship with a non-black woman. His girl is obviously not necessarily the kind of girl we pick for nephew, but he like what he like. And why should that be a problem for us? Why is that problematic? He managed to have a historic college career, maintained a 4.0 GPA, win the Heisman Trophy, become a high NFL draft pick, all while being with this problematic, allegedly, broad for the last 5 years. If you be honest, just thinking about how this shit look from if you really take a forensic look at it, he might actually know what the fuck he doing. Maybe. Now, just like everyone else, we gonna do exactly what make us feel good until we get to the stage of life where our experience, wisdom, and point of reference dictates that we do what is right as opposed to what make us feel good. Now, doing shit the right way the first time is one of the biggest challenges that we face as young men in this world. Plenty of niggas are flamed out because they fucked up the first chance by not realizing that it would be the only chance. It's why I use the example of multiple baby mamas. Many of us are two-slap sons. We ain't gonna get it right the first time, and that's just the reality of shit. Now, take a look around at your own lives, and many of us have had the worst possible role models and real-life examples. We use that as an excuse, though, many times to justify why we act on our emotions before thinking things through logically. Now, we'll just say shit like, I never grew up with my dad, or my mom worked a lot, or I didn't have positive role models, or whatever cop-out we come up with. But we got to think about it like this. Travis has had the opportunity, the greatest opportunity to watch a man like Coach Prime every day. A man who has had some of the best teachable moments in life when it comes to relationships, and a person that he witnessed do a spin move and disappear in a cloud of dust on his kid's mama at their senior day. Let that shit sink in for a minute. That nigga did a spin harder than Michael Jackson when Michael Jackson got caught in that microphone cord. And that nigga was so smooth, he was there and then he wasn't. You thought Doctor Strange popped in the portal and that nigga popped out with him. Now, this man is a man whose marital tribulations, the trials that he went through in his marriage can be Google search. Is obviously, this man is a tremendous influence on him. Obviously, he really respects this man and looks up to him. And he around this man every day and been around this man every day for the last 5 years. Now, if he won't listen to this nigga or chronicle the life events of this guy, what make you think he gonna listen to your broke, stupid ass? He literally has a real life walking, talking reference point that can and probably has given him as much of the game as he possibly can. And nephew still like, nah, fuck all that, son. I got this. Now, I won't sit up here and act all judgmental like the rest of social media and this internet. Not at least without doing a little homework first, I guess. Now, I don't think we're giving the young man enough grace or credit for the choices that he's making. Although it seemed like nephew fucking up on paper, let's just take a look just beneath the surface now. Him and his fiance been together since high school, 5 years. She completed her 4-year bachelor's degree in 2 years at Kennesaw State. Her degree is in upper English education and business administration. Seemingly, she ain't no dummy. Look like she might have her shit together. Obviously, she got something going for herself, but more likely, she got something going for them in tandem. Is it possible that he encouraged her to get those credentials in order to kind of help manage his career or keep the family money straight, or at least be able to watch the niggas that he have to hire to keep the family money straight? Is it possible that these young people got together at a young age and kind of playing their life out together and just thought like, hey man, maybe this is what we can do together and shit? You know what I'm saying? Just is it possible? Is it possible for these young people to have a plan and a fucking clue about what they want to do and how they want to achieve it early? We never give young people the credit for having their shit together. And what if this little nigga got his shit right and you old dusty ass, JD, sketchy ass, low vibrational ass people that have fucked off a major portion of your life, making bad decision after bad decision? What if y'all dead ass wrong? It ain't impossible because you niggas have been wrong before. I ain't gonna even go back to that that thing with the needle from 4 years ago. We could talk about that at length. Maybe that's a subject for another day. But what I also feel like is that his own mother has been very private as far as all of this is concerned, and I think that's kind of the cue that we should take from all this. And I truly appreciate that. She got one of the most difficult jobs you could possibly imagine as a sports parent. And that's the realization that your kid is good enough to go pro. And you got to figure out how to make sure they maintain that trajectory, all while making sure you got your shit together, and the shit you have to navigate personally don't fuck up the bag for the family. And that's some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't realize when you have a kid that, oh, this motherfucker is on, 18 years later, this motherfucker on point to be drafted and shit. But you got to figure about all the 35 years worth of bullshit you did before then, you know what I mean? Before this little nigga got drafted, that may possibly come up that could fuck up the bag. And I give his mom a really good job of navigating that whole thing. And then that nigga's trying to drag her baby because of his personal choices, and happiness got to be truly demoralizing, man. I mean, for real. The young man has truly done an exceptional job of representing the culture, and the culture is the main element coming for the kid online. That's crazy. I hope his mom stays out of it publicly and is given good counsel in private. My own mama was the best coach or teacher about the wily ways of women. My uncles and godfathers was cracking plenty of hoes at the time, but they couldn't give me one iota of the insight and information about how women think and how pussy work that my mom gave me. My uncles played the game, but my mom put me on the game and helped to keep me in the game. And I hope this young man is receiving that same level of coaching off the field. They seem to be a tight-knit group, and I can only hope that we offer this black family the grace that we never seem to give anybody else. And what's crazy is that we've never really been this interested in a black man's relationship with a non-black woman. Again, he's done this, you know what I'm saying? He's doing this. And I think that might be the biggest issue about where the problem lies and what the problem is, the fact that he's with a non-black girl. But I mean, if he had a black baby mama and they've been together for that long and she was out here crashing out and acting that way, y'all would probably be dogging her even worse, because what I found out over these last couple of years is shit that it ain't no real sisterhood. It's like, it's every bitch for herself in this game. And we have to watch it, exactly who we throw our support behind and who we, crash out and jump out the window for when the shit come down to it. But we also need to be honest with ourselves. Would we be as concerned with Travis, the bus driver, as we are with Travis, the first round draft pick? Why does money or popularity, mostly the money though, dictate who we throw our support behind as a community? It almost becomes comical when we tear down young people for doing shit that young people do. My baby mama, fine as hell, with a big fat old ass, some pretty black skin, and a beautiful smile, some lovely eyes. She was everything bad for me at that time in my life, and everybody around me knew that shit. When the conversation between the fam and I arose like 20 years later, I asked my people, man, how come y'all ain't say nothing? Or if y'all knew some shit or felt some type of way. And to a man, every one of my brothers, every one of my homies, every one of my parents, my uncles, the people I look up to, the folks that really matter, every one of them said, nigga, you weren't gonna listen? And my mom took the shit a step further by letting me know she couldn't keep me from making a mistake, but she could be there to help me navigate the aftermath, which is exactly what she did. And, 26 years later, I got a PhD candidate that's, that even my baby mama admit was better off because I made some good decisions and we did the things, we came to an agreement on the things that we did. Now, we all know that nephew ain't trying to hear shit we got to say about his fiance and their relationship. But he also has outcomes in life that are better than 99.5% of human beings his age. Although in my personal opinion, experiencing failure secondhand is a much better teacher tool than having to learn from a negative experience by going through it personally. Now, if we know the crash out is imminent, why don't we get prepared to help with the eventual healing that's going to have to take place? I mean, he about to be a great example for somebody regardless of his decision. So why don't we work from that standpoint? If we truly love Travis, the person, we'll truly allow Travis to grow as a person. That's my 2 cents. Peace.